little munchkins, welcome back. It is time for our reading portion and our language arts. So the first thing I want us to do is practice our vowel sounds. We practiced our consonant sounds yesterday with sounds where our lips are more closed, right? Like b and s and n, w, all those sounds. Today we're going to do vowel sounds. Vowel sounds allow us to open our mouth when we're talking so that we don't talk like this all the time, because that would be super frustrating, right? If we could talk like this all the time. So let's practice some of the vowel sounds that we've learned so far as first graders. So get out your whiteboard, your marker, and your eraser, and let's begin. All right. I would like you to please write down the sound that you hear in this word. Or I'm sorry, the vowel sound you hear in this word. What vowel sound do you hear in the word her? Her. Go ahead and write it down and show me just the vowel sound. What did you come up with? E-R says Good job. Are you remembering how we do this? Awesome. All right, how about the vowel sound you hear in car? How do we spell the vowel sound we hear in car? Go ahead and write it down. Pause me if you need to. What did you come up with? The pirates all say ar, 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 ar. The pirates all say ar, 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 and it's made by a R. A-R says R, like in car. Good job. Erase your boards. Let's do, what vowel sound do you hear in for? Not the number 4, but like you're buying something for someone. This is for you. What vowel sound do you hear in for? Write it down and show it to me. Did you get the or sound, O-R? Good job. Erase that. What about the vowel sound you hear in soon? I'll see you soon. What makes that ooh sound? Oh, you got it. All right. Erase your boards. If I'm going too fast, make sure to pause me, please. Erase those boards. What vowel sound do you hear in look? Look. And how do you spell that vowel sound? Again. You need to erase your boards. All right, what about the vowel sound you hear in shout? Shout. Ow. How do you spell the sound ow? You got it. O-U says ow. Ooh, what about oil? What vowel sound do you hear in oil? And how do you make that vowel sound? What was it? Oi, and it's spelled O-I. Good job. Last one, how about, this is the one a lot of us get wrong because it sounds like the O. It sounds like ah, but it's ah. It's a longer vowel sound. What vowel sound do you hear in paw? Like paw print, or the paws that I used to give out in class. What vowel sound do you hear? Ah, which is spelled A-W, as in awesome. You are awesome. Good job, guys. All right, class, today we are going to learn a new sound. Listen to this poem and see if you can figure out the sound that we're going to be learning about today. It's called finger play. 1 finger, 2 fingers, 3 fingers, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What are fingers for? Pointing fingers, crossing fingers, grabbing fingers too. Stretching fingers, hugging fingers, what else can they do? Bending fingers, hiding fingers, need a thumb who's missed? Thumb lays over hiding fingers. Look, I've made a fist. Did you figure out the sound? What do you think it is? It's the ng sound, like in fingers. We are going to be working on the ng sound today. Now there's 2 ways to make the ng sound. And for this, I want you to get out your kitty book and I want you to turn to page 85. You can pause me until you are on this page, page 85. All right, we are on this page. So is the ng sound a vowel or a consonant sound? It's a vowel sound. Good job. So 2 ways to make our ng sound. One is our ng. And you'll see, because this line is long, that means that we usually will spell the ng sound with the ng, like in sing. Another word is long, that makes that ng sound with the ng. But sometimes you'll find that an n will make the ng sound as well, like in this word pink. Pink. What's another word that you can think of where the n or the n makes the ng sound? Think hard. That's right, it's the word think. Think that n is making an ng to make it think. Good job. All right, we are going to read some words, and these words all have the ng sound in them. Some of them, the ng sound is spelled with our ng, and some our ng sound is just spelled with the n. I'm going to show you the word, and I want you to yell out really loud whether it goes under the ng or the n. Here's our first word, think, think. So what's making our ng sound? Do I put it under the n or the ng? What'd you say? Yep, you got it. It would go under the n because that n is making the ng sound. There's no g there, so it wouldn't go under ng. What about this word? What is that word? Thing. Which side does it go on, ng or n? Which side, which side, which side? You got it, the ng side, because our ng is making the ng sound. What about this one? What does that word say? Wrong. Wrong. What's making our ng sound? Which side, which side, which side? Our ng side. Good job. What about this one? Pink. Yeah, we already reviewed that one, right? That goes under our n. What about, what's this word? Ring. Ng or G side? I mean, ng or N side? You got it. Good job. And let's do one more. How about, it's 2-syllable word, blanket. What's saying ng? Blanket. Blanket. What's saying ng in blanket? Just the N, right? Good job. One more. Bank. Bank. What is it? There's no G in there, so it would just be the N saying ng. And then we had finger, just like from our poem, and we have sing as well. Would you like to practice this on your own? You would? Yes! Please get out your kitty books, and you are going to turn to page 135. This is towards the back of your book. It is PP5. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to tear out just this page 135. Don't tear this one out. You're going to tear this page out, and you're going to cut out each word. Now, alternatively, if you don't want to cut them out, you can just set this paper beside this one, and you can write the words as well, which is what I'm going to do so that I don't have to cut this up. All right. Then once all of your words are cut out, or set next to you if you want to write them, you are going to read each word and decide if the ng sound is spelled with your ng or the ng sound is spelled with your n. Let's look at this one, feeling. Our ng sound is at the end, feeling, and it's spelled with our what? ng. So you'll either glue it or write it right in, nope. Don't write it on that side, right? It needs to go under the ng. because that's the spelling. This is the sound. So if it's spelled with an N, it would go on this side. There we go. Miss Darcy messed up. A good reason to put them all under there first and then glue after you've double checked your work. Let's look at the next one. Drink. I hear the drink. But what is making the sound? I don't see a G in there, just an N. So it must go on this side under our N spelling for drink. There we go. You have all of these words to finish off and send me a picture on homeroom. All right, once you finish your sound sort, it is time to read our story for the day. So grab your reader, Grace, and you'll open up to your table of contents and find the story After Supper. We read Supper yesterday, so our next story is going to be Grace the Performer. So find what page that's on. You'll notice in our story today that whenever you see that sound, it'll be bold. Just like our w sounds, our sounds are bolded, the sound is going to be bolded as well. Some of those sounds that you'll see that are spelled with just the N, not the NG, will be honks, honk honk, clunk, and thinks. We'll still see some of those w words spelled with our WH, like white and whoops. You'll see your sound spelled KN, like in knee. And you'll see some multi-syllable words, meaning more than one. One is perform. There went my book. And the other one is performer. And remember, those syllables are those vowel sounds that you have in words. So performer has 3 vowel sounds in it. Let's look at some vocab. All right, and here's some vocab that you'll see, some vocabulary, some words that you may or may not be familiar with, like the word perform. If you perform, you give a show of some kind to an audience. Your audience are all the people watching you. So to perform, like if you make up a little play at home and you perform it for your parents or your siblings or your friends, that's a performance, or that's you performing. A mime is another word you may not know, and I would love if you would, with assistance from an adult, look up a mime video. But a mime is someone who does not talk, but does silly things to make people laugh. Sometimes they have their face painted white and they're wearing black, and they do like, have you seen that? And they're like stuck in a box. That's a mime. So look up a video on that with an adult's help. Mute, if you are mute, you are silent. You're not speaking. Let's practice it right now. Let's be mute. Okay, good job. And an act is a performance. So those are some of the things that you'll see in your story today. There is no workbook pages for it today. You'll be reading it again tomorrow and then doing workbook pages. So for today, just read it and you're done for the day. I will see you tomorrow, and George Washington is up next with, I think he's teaching you about liberty and justice for all. Have fun!